Pow Wow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. Part number 42, and I'm super excited to be with you guys today. As always, we're going to dive into love the community, talk about SwissBorg network, and more importantly, talk about one of the biggest chapters of our dear CHSB becoming the BORG. As you guys know, it's been now 7 years that we created a dream, and that dream has formalized into our CHSB token. The CHSB token that I have here, CHSB token that I have is this t-shirt, CHSB token that I have in my wallet, that I have in my mind, my brain, my soul. And yeah, it's these special times where I really feel that it's good to, remember why we created the CHSB and where we're heading with the BORG. Obviously, for those who don't remember, CHSB, it means Confédération Helvétique SwissBorg, so the CH for standing for that, and the SB for SwissBorg. It's in these times that you remind yourself, why did we create this? How become successful, and where are we heading? And I really want to again thank you guys for trusting us. We went through a lot of different cycles so far, and these different cycles have had some brutal moments, have amazing moments, have some boring moments, but all that fulfilled with these green laser eyes and these big green hearts that I really wanted to share with you. I think so all of this dream was coming from, how do you finally bring financial freedom to everyone? If you guys remember back from the ICO days, before that, everything would go to, special private banking clients or for the Wall Street people. And we said, what is the best thing to do to democratize wealth management and makes it accessible to all? But more importantly, try to create a token that have a multi-utility where anyone could participate. The crowd, our community could participate in our ICO on December 7th. And for that, we did something crazy. We really were one of the first ICOs to really have multi-chain back in 2017, which is quite crazy when you think about it. Have a fiat as well, way to deposit, where you had to as well to do KYC. That was not a standard back then. You would do KYC, but AML on-chain as well. And you'll be able to deposit and finally get your SwissBorg tokens. I think so this is something that we, right out of the bat, tried to change. And the reason is why we did that, because you really want to reinvent the industry of wealth management, but as well the one of crypto. If you remember the one of crypto back then, it was quite different. And we really wanted to give you a voice, to create this meritocratic system where anyone could participate in referendums, pass initiatives, and that your voice counted. This is something that, if you guys remember, 2018 we did, and making sure that SwissBorg had, was one of the biggest on-chain, back then, 15,000 plus people participated, and you got rewarded for that when you're participating with your CHSB, which was yield farming RSBs, and you were voting for that. If you guys remember, thank you for participating in that. And I think so, one of the big reasons why we wanted to do that is that we thought that the blockchain technology, but the philosophy behind was something great, and we really wanted to bridge the off-chain world and the on-chain, bring those two beautiful things together. Because it's never about replacing banks and killing the banks, all of that. It's how you improve the experience of users, of community members to grow their wealth and become financial independent. You should not need to destroy what has been happening in the past. You take what's the best in the past, you take what's the best with this new technology, and how do you create financial freedom for all? And I think so that was really what we've been trying to do for some time. And I think so this next video really sums it up, really sums out how this multi-utility was about to challenge the world of DeFi, challenge the world of crypto. And for that, check this out. Our CHSB token in a nutshell. It will be the heart of the network of the finance of tomorrow. The two best utilities of the SwissBorg token is governance rights for the future of the network and zero commission trading through the Wealth app thanks to our smart engine. With that, we add two core benefits, which one is buyback and burn, and as well a rewardship model through the DEO thanks to our meritocracy.
In a sharing economy model, you should expect that the value that is created within the network is fairly distributed to participants. But this is not happening. And the reason why is we are still using the whole capitalism tools, like shares.
Coming from the scientific world and traditional finance, we have tried to apply classical valuation models, but we had to rethink the way these revolutionary assets are valued, because these models are irrelevant.
The BAT token, the BNB token, the Steam token. The secret of their success is not only speculation, it's because they manage to create a real utility that incentivizes the community to use that product.
In the case of a multi-utility token like the CHSB, you have to combine all the unique utilities, from the benefits of a membership to the periodic decrease in supply.
In order to achieve a strong DAO, the idea is to strengthen and extend the network. One of the tools to achieve this goal is to buy back and burn CHSB tokens.
Based on the meritocratic democracy of Switzerland, which is where SwissBorg calls home, referendums play an important role in how we define the future of SwissBorg. Not only is your vote counted, but you get rewarded for contributing to the ecosystem. By becoming a premium user, not only do you show loyalty to the SwissBorg ecosystem, but you are rewarded too with benefits like lower transaction fees.
Our ambition with the CHSB token is to create more and more utility for the CHSB that our community can use our product as much as they like.
Finally, DAO is the combination of the best principle of three main doctrines: the self-interest of capitalism, the common interest of communism, and the freedom of anarchism.
There's as well the people that's been working so hard and the tribe that's behind it, that's been working towards one goal. And with that is this philosophy that's behind this token, which is to reshape the new financial era by creating it more accessible to everyone, by making it more fair, and of course, making sure that your investments are meaningful. That's the reason why you want to be part of SwissBorg. And last but least, I think so what we really wanted here is to create this meritocratic system, but as well to create a platform that was strongly Swiss made, that be owned by you with your tokens, but as well with your equity, to bring trust to going forward. We're still not at that layer 7, but eventually to give those tailor-made investments to you, to really help with analytics in it, to have solutions for payments, with the cars that is going to happen, high security exchange, which is already there, and of course, this great community that will get rewarded at all times. And I think so there is still a lot to be done. I'm not shining that, but the train that we've already on is going to a new chapter. And for this, I really want again to thank you. We have 45,000 people that are premium in the app today. We have 150,000 people that have SwissBorg tokens. And now why I'm so excited is that this number not only is going to go way up. I mean, I expect this at least to do 5x in the next cycle. But what I really hope even more is not only to have people have tokens in the app, but have tokens in different dApps, in different DeFi protocols, where everyone could enjoy the SwissBorg philosophy, the SwissBorg token economics, the Borg token economics, and more importantly, become Borgers, even if they don't have the SwissBorg app. Question of the week. There were some Demon Slayer, by the way, and Berkula. Everyone is asking, what's about the badges for the Borg tokens and the CHSB tokens, of course. And if you guys remember what we talked about 2 weeks ago was how you're going to be able to unlock your rank based on how much SwissBorg tokens you're holding. So how many CHSB you're holding and how many Borg tokens you're going to be holding starting tomorrow. So the idea here is to be able to essentially acquire a certain amount of SwissBorg tokens. And basically, the more SwissBorg tokens you have, the higher you aspire to get into the rank, the higher you get to have essentially a cool different cyborg, even a personalized one I heard for the top ones. And that will be essentially how the hero score is going to be calculated, is based on this essentially rank, and then based on essentially your behavior. So this is a thing that we were supposed to potentially stop just today. But we had a lot of feedbacks internally, externally, where people said, well, why not let's push this at least to next following weeks. At least that will enable people to acquire some BORG. And I think this will be a cool way as well to end a new era, an old era of CHSB, but as well to welcome in the best way a BORG token in order to unlock your BORGer rank. So that's going to be continued until October 31st. And then we'll be releasing slowly but surely these different profile pictures in the app, which will enable you really to show off and more importantly, to have a hero score and to get essentially that'll unlock you different vaults like Alpha and other different utilities and bring this meritocracy into this new level. Market update. So obviously Bitcoin yesterday was a weird one when people were excited about the ETF. That did not take place. So it just had a nice candle that you can see here that popped and went down. I think so right now what we're seeing there is the Bitcoin itself is still figuring out what's the big next play. It seems though we're at the starting of a new bull season, which I keep on continuing to say that we're in this end of transition, really at the spring before the summer comes in. And I don't think the summer is going to be crazy right away, but it'll be a cumulative summer. But I definitely think that we're at the end. There's definitely low volume, unfortunately. So getting back to the Bitcoin total supply held by long-term hodlers, the great thing here is that we see that there's 15 million people that have been holding actually Bitcoin. So I mean, there's a lot of hodlers right now. This is the highest peak of all time. So you're seeing that there's essentially more people getting into this game. And you're seeing the long-term bags holder, which is always a very good sign. What I want to realize today is that even if the Bitcoin itself is not really moving, it's really ranging, that doesn't mean the rest of the crypto market is not moving. And I think so it's in these right time that we should position ourselves. We've been talking on and on about Solana, for example, right? Solana went from $10 this year to essentially $24 right now. That's a huge increase. You know, you see essentially a very robust, essentially Solana ecosystem that's growing. The chain has never done better. Institutional adoption with USDC, but as well with Visa. And there's other cases similar to Maker. Maker has been really releasing a lot of different new protocols for earning, essentially, but as well being able to collateralize STETH and other different things that will be growing their pots. So even if we see, and same with SwissBorg token itself, right, migrating to BORG, even if we see that we're living quite a boring-ish type of market, that doesn't mean it's the time just to relax and chill. No, this is the time where you guys should figure out what are the credible players, right? How is Uniswap V4 going to change the game? Is it really worth making that investment, Uniswap? Well, probably if you look really into it, they're going to feel a lot of convincing scenarios that, yeah, the V4 is something very new and is protected, so it won't be as forkable. So maybe that will create some genuine real interests as DEXs are growing. PancakeSwap, the same thing. Finally, the thing I was always talking about PancakeSwap I didn't like is that the inflation is just huge. Now they voted that the inflation will be lower. So there is a lot of great projects that you should probably be building your position or at least your interest right now to understand where we're heading in the next cycle. Next community events, and obviously we're going to have a smart cafe that's going to happen on Thursday with in French this time. With our lovely cryptophile. A meetup in Valais that will happen on the 25th. This Friday, there is a Zurich meetup. And pour tous les francophones, sorry, I spit on the camera. We're going to have a really great course on Thursday at 11 o'clock. It's about finding the next crypto gems. Les pépites du crypto, ça va être en français. It's going to be a live course. We're going to have more and more of these master classes where anyone could ask whatever they feel like. So it's going to be back and forth. Free courses, of course, for BORGers. Invite people that are not very into crypto or specific people that are really love into it. It's going to have some great use cases how to essentially be able to, figure out what are the next crypto gems. Talking about great community, I just wanted to thank the BORGers. Oh, I mean, last week I was on vacation. Sorry, the Pow Wow didn't go through. and thank Benji for this again. It's just that, long story short, I was in Morocco surfing, which was amazing, but my internet was just a joke. I started to upload a video. It took like days. So last minute, Benji was here and did a great delivery. I hope you enjoyed it, especially it was live. But long story short, I just wanted to love you guys because say I love you guys during the vacation. I was on Twitter time to time, and I was just laughing, just laughing on these different things. And yeah, I just love the fact how you are. And talking about that, we'll have some more fun right after. Wanted to create as well, during these times, we are building something really cool going forward. You're going to see more and more that we are going to be answering all your questions in a very rapid, efficient way, thanks to our chatbot. There's a great team behind it that enables really to fulfill your best needs. You'll have it in the app. It's not released yet, but it's about to be released. And I think so this is going to be a great way, again, get to mass adoption and be able to tackle all the, like maybe 2/3 of the problems that people have in the app. That'll be automated, answered by our beautiful cyborg. And if not, of course, there's our team always here, the human approach to bring the best solution and to your problems. CHSB and data. This is the last time I can't talk about the last time I'm doing the weekly CHSB data. It doesn't feel right. I don't know why. 44,000 premiums, almost 45,000, 150,000 people in the app, which is great. 271 new premiums, which is good. This we get better, but still, I think it's a very nice number here. 222 million staked into this, which is great. Last but not least, our community index. Please cast your score. It's not a great one, but it's not a bad one either. It's 4.5. I think so we could get better next week, and we deserve it for sure. An emotional moment. Really happy birthday to the BORG token. And thank you, CHSB. Thank you, CHSB, for what you've delivered, the values you have behind, the community that you have behind, the utilities that you have behind, and the authenticity that you had it behind. I really want to, say that you have changed many lives in a very positive way. I really think that you've genuinely really done the best possible to create something different. From the early days of this, one of the biggest ICO of all time, and how complicated that was to get the best on-chain voting of all time in 2018, then how to create this funny game of ups and down of the community app, to bring people in the SwissBorg app, to create the first Genesis premium where people was holding, staking for 1 year, how this was innovative, how the protect and burn was not innovative, but have changed a lot, of course. How we've then, went further than that and created this community index that enabled to, we had 2 different versions, the capitalist one, the socialist one. I know people were not too happy about one or the other, but we tried to really bring something that would be great and able to get this meritocratic yield. Then how the hero score that tapped into it. We just keep on being innovating with that and really thinking how this beautiful token could have so much utility within the SwissBorg app. And now today, I can't be more excited by the fact that the CHSB is coming to BORG, will finally have his footprints into the decentralized world. Because blockchain crypto is all about decentralizing any industry. It's about making sure that the BORG token has lives in many different ecosystems, being able to really interconnect in the best way possible. If you look at one of the books that I did like very much, the 7 Efficient Ways of Highly Successful People. And in this book, you see that the first 3 mantras are about yourself and how you discover the best potential of yourself. And then the second phase is really, the next 4 phases is really how you articulate your persona within the world. And I think so that's exactly the same thing about the CHSB to the BORG, and how the BORG will interconnect into DeFi, gets sustainable yields, and how it could be multi-chain and compatible within multi-systems. And for that, I cannot be more excited, and I want to wish you a very successful journey with the BORG token. I really hope that the BORG token will get in the top 15 in this next cycle. I will work the hardest as possible and ensure you that's for sure. What I do hope as well is to make sure that going forward, we continue to have this open conversation and how the BORG could have more utilities, and of course we challenge you to have great ideas regarding that. And last but not least, there's going to be a quick video that our Crypto Jazz has made to have fun. You're going to check it out. So as always, and maybe for the last time, be healthy, be wealthy, love our CHSB and our equity. Take care, guys. Bye.
Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day should be banned. It's a day that I can't stand. The most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day shouldn't exist. It's a day that I'll never miss. Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. And if you go, I wanna go with you. And if you die, I wanna die with you. Take your hand and walk away.
Through SwissBorg, all assets will have a fiat gateway. And here is the thing.
Premium features gives you zero fee trading.
It's an amazing fiat gateway.